Hey guys, today's video might just be the rarest on the entire internet. That's because what I'm holding in my hand right now is the most portable single-soldier small artillery from World War II. Although this weapon looks very simple from the outside, it became the most bothersome weapon for light and heavy machine gunners. So, this is the Japanese Type 89 grenade discharger. Welcome to today's video. What do you say, guys? Is today's video mind-blowing enough for you? I believe that across the entire internet, reviews of the Japanese knee mortar are extremely rare. And today, I'm not only going to teach you how to properly use this device, but I'll also be using live ammunition to completely blow your minds. So my friends, for this incredible effort today, please hit that like button, okay? So, Japan's Type 89 grenade discharger. I believe you all, in your daily lives, though you haven't used it, you've certainly seen it. Because this thing often appears in various TV dramas. Almost every major battle we fought against the Japanese, you'd see them using this Type 89 discharger. Because this weapon, compared to a light mortar, is smaller in size, and its weight is only about 3 or 4 kilograms. Like this gun, it can be carried by a single soldier, and its power is truly immense. Alright guys, take a look at this here. This right here is the original grenade for the Type 89 grenade discharger. Now, even though its physical size isn't particularly large, in reality, its explosive charge and fragmentation are far more damaging than the 60mm mortar shell I'm currently holding. So back then, for our soldiers, besides the Type 92 infantry gun, if they could also capture the enemy's mortar, their combat power would have greatly increased. Speaking of which, guys, I mentioned the 60mm mortar. I wonder if you'd like to see a video of it in the future. If this video gets over 10,000 likes, I'll have a chance to fire a 60mm mortar for you, okay? Now, about the Type 89 grenade discharger, while its portability, I think, is maxed out, and the damage is sufficient, it actually has a very fatal flaw. It's too difficult to master. First, let's take a look at this Type 89 grenade discharger. It doesn't have a barrel to aim like a traditional mortar, nor does it have a bipod to support the weapon. So if we want to aim it, we can only hold the gun with our hands. Remember, you must place it on the ground, not on your own leg. Because if you put it on your leg, the consequences might be a bit hard to describe. Guys, your leg would probably be fractured. And then, once we've set up the mortar, there's a line on it to aim at the enemy. Then, you raise the barrel to the precise angle. This step actually is the most difficult and also the most crucial one because its firing angle is fixed at a specific degree. If you're too low or too high, the shell's landing point will definitely be too far or too close. Anyway, let's assume we're currently at this specific angle. Following this, we can then use this knob right here to choose our firing range. Now, as for this range, my friends, you can clearly see that both sides of it are equipped with corresponding scale markings. And, on the right-hand side, if you intend to use a Japanese hand grenade as your projectile, then the markings here, you'll notice, when pulled down to the furthest range, indicate meters. If we're looking at the left side here, you can use the Type 89's dedicated millimeter shells, and the maximum firing range is approximately, as it's written here, in meters, it can shoot incredibly far. For example, if we're aiming for a target at 100 meters, we simply adjust this component to the 100-meter setting. You'll notice that as I rotate it, its trigger mechanism also lifts upwards. Within this part, there's an adjustable indicator pin that moves vertically. The closer the shooting range, the higher this indicator pin will rise. For example, if we place this shell inside now, you'll see its head immediately sticking out in a clear and noticeable way. If we want to fire long distance, we twist it in the opposite direction, and you'll observe how the shell slowly begins lowering itself. Once everything is properly adjusted and set in the right position, we can point our mortar toward the target we intend to hit. Take careful aim for a moment, and then pull the trigger with firm, steady force.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Just kidding, brothers. It's really nothing. I was just trying to show you all, and I deliberately loaded a shell with just a primer. I wonder if you brothers learned anything from this simple example. Actually, this thing, when you look at it, is really very easy to operate. You see, the American forces in the Pacific back then were really given a hard time by this thing, even though the US machine guns were certainly much more powerful than the Japanese ones. But this grenade launcher, once it found a machine gun position, could immediately drop to the ground and open fire. And the Type 89 grenade discharger, you'll see, actually has rifling inside its barrel. Now, even though its shell doesn't have the tail fins you'd find on a mortar, that yellow gas cartridge at its base, that circular part, will expand the instant it's fired. Once expanded, it then firmly grips the rifling within the barrel. This allows it to rotate in the air, just like this, greatly enhancing its accuracy. So, what the Japanese built back then, I actually think was quite ingenious, and the grenade launcher's cost wasn't particularly high. It's said that back then, you could trade 3 Type 38 rifles for a Type 89 grenade launcher. I think that's quite a high value. But if you ask if you can still trade 3 Type 38 rifles for one now, I'd say it's quite difficult, okay? Because if you want to buy this Type 89 grenade discharger now, it'll cost at least $140. Honestly, this price, I believe for you guys watching, if you really get the chance, might still be acceptable. But the problem is, even if you can afford this discharger, you might not have money for the Type 89 shells. I saw this thing online 2 days ago. An original, just like this one in my hand, costs a fortune. It's absolutely ridiculous. So today, my friends, we won't be using actual ones to fire. Instead, based on its size, we've handcrafted several shells of similar dimensions that are actually capable of being shot. Oh, my friends, you heard me correctly, they're handmade. One of them is made from wood, its head is wood, and the shell's body is iron. And then there's this more realistic one, entirely made of iron. And then we have this Type 91 hand grenade. Now, this particular item, although it's a grenade, but it can actually be fitted to the Type 89 grenade discharger and can be placed directly on it. And then, for these handmade shells, they actually use these 12-gauge casings as the primer. Once inserted, it can then be used directly. But for today's video, I'm worried if it shoots too far, the projectiles might get lost and that would be trouble. So we deliberately loaded less payload. And then, 50 meters from here, I placed a bucket. Let's see if with all these projectiles I have, I can hit it. Alright brothers, this is the first live round, okay? This time, no kidding around. This one can shoot really far. And now I need to aim at our target. Is it straight? Let me check. It's a little off. Let me adjust it a bit. Now it should be good, okay? That's about right. One shot, direct hit. Alright, we need to get this positioned at a 45-degree angle. Is everyone completely ready? We're going to start the countdown now. 3, 2, 1, release. Oh, why did that shot go a bit wide? Our shell went completely off course. It's probably at least 20 meters to the left of the target. I've noticed, guys, this shell has a slight left trajectory. I'll aim a bit more to the right. Let me just readjust everything, okay? 3, 2, 1, fire. Oh, what a shot. Still just a little bit off, damn it. This thing is really tough to hit, isn't it? I took some sand to check, and the wind is blowing to the left, and I can see it's heavily influenced by this wind, but I really feel like my distance should be just about right. The shell we're using right now has a fuse attached to it, which means that if this shell were to hit the ground directly, it would clearly explode on impact. So let's use this particular shell to check exactly where our shot lands. Alright, go ahead and raise it a little bit higher so we can see better. Okay, everyone get ready. 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh, this is quite clear to me, but this shot went a little too far. If we raise it up a bit more and adjust the range slightly, we might actually hit it with this one. Let's try one more. Second shot, direct hit. Alright, slowly lower it down. I'm mainly afraid the primer might fall off. Okay, let's raise it up a little more. This angle should be fine as long as it doesn't collapse on me. 3, 2, 1, fire. Oh, this shot has some potential. It's still a little bit too far. Damn, this thing is really difficult to operate. I think we should first adjust the range of this cannon. Let's adjust the range a little bit closer, then fire another shot. Let's try. First, put the shell back in, gently now. I found that if you put this thing in forcefully, it's easy to blow yourself up, guys. Huh? If you raise me just a little higher, I feel like I can definitely hit it properly. 3, 2, 1, fire. Oh my goodness, this shot of mine went way too high this time, completely overshooting it. Almost got it again. Why do I feel like this shot went even further than before? This is really quite difficult to hit. Oh, he's not actually going to set it super high, is he, guys? Okay. Look, so much is already showing now. It's actually very close. Just raise it up a little bit more. About this height should be perfectly fine. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ah, how many? It didn't land too far, guys. This shot hit about 3 or 4 meters in front of the water bottle. I'll try another shot, because I think I'm getting close and finally finding the trick, guys. One more shot and this one should be completely fine. Okay, this height needs to be a little further than before. It was a bit too close just now. A little further forward, yes, this distance. All right, everyone, get yourselves ready right now. 3, 2, 1. Oh, why was this shot so far off? Honestly, guys, if we consider the killing radius of the Type 89 grenade launcher's shell, the distance just now from that water bottle was about 5 to 6 meters. That's within the grenade launcher's killing range. If we calculate it this way, this shot of ours should have successfully hit the water bottle. This was our second shot. This one landed quite close, landing about 5 or 6 meters from the water bottle. At this distance, if you were really standing there and it exploded right next to you, I think you'd definitely get shrapnel. It would absolutely hit you. Anyway, guys, I feel like our goal today of hitting the water bucket should be considered achieved, right? After all, it was within that range. Finally, we're going to show you all, something like this Type 91 grenade. This thing is really quite small and surprisingly light to hold. Look, once it's deployed, a sharp point emerges. Can you really handle that? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Wow. That little contraption really packs quite a punch, doesn't it? I'd say it easily traveled almost a full 100 meters. Come on, let's go over there and take a closer look. Hey guys, I gotta say, this little handmade thing is quite sturdy. Look, the target's also set up over there. Anyway, brothers, to be honest, even though it's not super accurate, it's still pretty easy to get the hang of, alright? After all, as a first-time shooter and a homemaker, I think you really need to get familiar with it. Once you do, your skill level might just improve a bit. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's show, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to your friends. If we get over 100,000 likes, next time I'll arrange something very special for you guys.